Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Avisk. Welcome back to an episode. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about something I normally wouldn't really talk about on this channel. In today's video, we're going to be focusing on the Roblox community standard changes or Roblox terms of service changes. I'm pretty certain that most of you guys have seen the video by Kreeks or maybe by KonekoKittens. Both of the videos will be linked in the description down below. I highly recommend to watch those videos first because otherwise you wouldn't really understand what this video is even for. So check those out before you check out this one, if that makes sense. Anyway, so now of course, let's start today's video. So like I said, Roblox has recently changed their terms of service, which does happen, I guess, quite frequently. It's quite important to update them every now and then, and they actually added some pretty important things, I would say, but unfortunately some of the phrases were worded or formulated very vaguely, so it actually left a lot of room for interpretations, which is very unfortunate because this got a lot of people very worried. And honestly, I can totally understand that. And I really hope that Roblox in the near future, if they do happen to update the terms of service once again, that they are maybe a little bit more careful with the phrasing of their statements or rules, I guess, because some of these were very vaguely and honestly not really well phrased. Let me put it like that. I hope that kind of makes sense. If you watch KonekoKittens' video, you probably will understand why that's the case. So now, of course, let's focus on the things that they did actually adjust and they did actually change. So one of the first things that were changed is rule number 15. Rule number 15 was depictions of real-world tragedy, and it actually did say natural disasters, and honestly that was very vaguely, but Roblox did actually adjust this one out. Now it actually doesn't just say natural disasters, it actually says specific real-world natural disaster events. So of course natural disaster survivals is totally fine on Roblox, and there's no problems with the game, and it will of course stay up. So no worries about that one. So the next one that was actually adjusted was the disruptive audio number 17 in the list right here, and they actually did change the wording or phrasing for this one, which is actually quite interesting. So before it actually did say background noise that makes the intended audio unintelligible, and also said excessive loudness, screaming, or high-pitched noises, and now it actually does say something else: excessive loudness, screaming, or high-pitched noises that disrupt others' experience. I would assume this also counts for audios that people will upload to the platform on its own, and I would assume it only would disrupt the experience if someone would scream probably for like 10 minutes straight in voice chat. If that's your concern right here, if it's about voice chat, it is most likely just for the people that would scream for like 10 minutes, and you could actually mute them, and if you really want you could also report them. So I think there is no real concern about rule number 17 right here, and I feel like it's more about audios that people upload to the platform, because I'm pretty certain at one point there were like really loud audios, and honestly those are really awful. So yeah, I think this one is actually quite important. Anyways, so they did adjust this one and they did make it a little bit more clear, which is very nice. So rule number 22 was still not adjusted really. They did add one thing though, which I think is actually quite important. This does not apply to satire, fan art, or tributes that are not misleading to other users. So Roblox's main goal with this rule right here in place is that people are not just impersonating someone and doing bad things in their name. So it's an example if someone would be a fan account of Flamingo, I think that would be fine according to this, since it's somewhat like fan art, I guess. I would assume this might means fan art. I'm actually not fully sure about this rule still. It is still a bit vague, and I hope they might add onto this one, but I would assume if you're just like a fan account, that's fine as long as you don't try to impersonate someone and do bad things in their name. I think then you're fine, of course, and I think fan accounts are still fine, but I wouldn't be too sure about that. So if you have like a name like Kreeks or something like that and you try to impersonate him, you could actually get banned for that. But I feel like Roblox just did these rules, like KonekoKittens said, so they are there. So just in case, they have these rules in place and they probably won't enforce these like very heavily. So Roblox also adjusted the point number 23, intellectual property violations. Previously it did say using Roblox's name, logo, or other designs both on and off the platform, and now it says using a brand's logo or designs for the content you design without their permission. So it does not specifically say Roblox right there anymore, which is interesting. So they did remove that, but they did add another line right there: for information on how to use Roblox's name and logo, please see our community usage guidelines. And if you check out that one, there will most likely be an explanation for that. So yeah, this one actually clarifies this very well, and honestly I think this makes sense, and Roblox just poorly worded this before, so seems like they cleared up this one as well. So it does say like, if you want to create a book, it has to say unofficial as an example. If you want to do videos and streams, best Roblox games is totally fine on YouTube, but what they don't want to see is how to steal Robux as an example. That's what they list right here. Public announcement, talking to the press about your game is totally fine. Promoting your game on social media and stating that it is available on Roblox is totally fine. Issuing a press release without our approval that says you or your company have entered into an official partnership with the company. So it's just like basic things that I guess are quite common sense, which you shouldn't do. And honestly, I think it's very nice that they cleared this up. So another point of concern for a lot of people was point number 27. This one actually stated that using VPNs to mask your location is not allowed on Roblox, and now they did actually add up onto this. So they say now using VPNs to mask your location in order to gain unauthorized access to the Roblox platform, a specific feature or another user's account. So yeah, that's pretty much what it states now, and honestly I think that makes a lot more sense. So using a VPN in itself is fine. If you're not supposed to access Roblox, that's against the terms of service. That's how it sounds like to me. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I mean, I'm not the best at speaking English, so maybe I do understand this wrong. And if I do understand something wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments down below, of course. Anyway, so another very important point, which was quite confusing, was point number 30. The Roblox economy. It previously stated that selling, trading, or giving away Robux, game codes, or inexperienced digital goods outside of Roblox is not allowed. And I think that one is actually completely removed now. I cannot really see that one anymore. They also did change the first point, promotions or promotional codes that promise Robux or digital goods that exist outside of the experience or that appear to be offered by Roblox itself. That one is gone too. So now they say using third-party services to sell, trade, or give away Robux. This does not apply to Roblox gift cards, so Kreeks can still do his giveaways. Promotional codes that falsely appear to be offered by Roblox itself. So I think that's pretty much the first point that they had previously. They just completely formulated it differently, so that's quite nice. And I think the last one is still the same. This one is most likely for people that use the payout system completely inappropriately, and like if you pay people to join a group, or if you pay people to refer members to join your group, or if you pay people to roleplay in your experience, I think that's what they mean right here. At least that's how it sounds like to me. Anyway, so I think that's going to be it for this video. I hope this kind of cleared up some things. Last but not least, I've been sent this screenshot, so I kind of want to go over the points right there which people have taken as is. So you're no longer allowed to do art commissions for Robux, which is not true. If you actually do know, Roblox has like their talent hub where you can do commissions, I think, as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, the first point definitely not true. Next up, we have do Twitter giveaways, which is also fine, I think. I couldn't really see anything against it, especially because Twitter is a valid platform. Roblox does allow Twitter links. They also do now allow Discord, which is pretty cool, I think. Next up, we have be loud on voice chat. I would say it's not necessarily be loud on voice chat because people can just mute other people if they're annoying to them. I would say if you scream for like 10 minutes or if you would upload an audio which is very, very loud, then that could get you in trouble. Give out Robux or toy codes. Toy codes and Robux gift cards are both fine. So I'm not fully sure what they mean with buy the card. I guess they mean Robux as in Robux gift cards. Having the same outfit as a YouTuber, I think that's not true. It sounds like if you try to impersonate them in a bad way. I guess that's the point right there. So as long as it's not misleading to other users, if you're trying to trick them into thinking that you're the real person there, I think that should be fine then. Using a VPN, this has been cleared up now, so I'm hoping that I don't have to add on to that one. Pay developers to work on your game by Robux. This is actually not true either. I think I can once again name the Roblox Talent Hub. I think you can pay people with Robux on there. I have not used it so far, so if anyone used it so far, feel free to share your experiences for the Talent Hub in the comments down below. I would really appreciate that. Pay shirt designers by Robux. I think we've cleared that one by now. So the last one, create a squid game or any game that has dangerous challenges, and Roblox did actually adjust this point as well. Number 9, real world physically dangerous activities. Previously it did say Roblox does not allow the depiction or glorification or encouragement of activities specifically designed to create an extreme risk of physical harm to the participant. This includes, and then they named the two inclusions right there, which is physical challenge or stunt trends and dangerous misuse of fireworks. They did actually add up onto this now as well, and they say now Roblox does not allow the depiction, glorification, or encouragement of participation in activities in the real world that are specifically designed to create an extreme risk of physical harm to the participant of offline. So this would mean that the physical challenge or stun trends would have to actually harm the person offline. This would probably be some really weird trend thing or challenge that might pop up, and that's something they are against. So it's not Squid Games. Squid Games are fine. It doesn't mean obbies are going to get banned. So all of those things are totally fine. They really mean if people are getting physically harmed and off Roblox actually. As they state, physical harm to the participant offline, so they literally mean this in real life. I'm not fully sure if there's any other important rules which I haven't focused on. I think rule number 6 still wasn't really changed. I cannot really see a difference, so don't necessarily think they mean piggy with that. And also another rule that was not adjusted is, I think, rule number 11. Hand holding, so they still include that one. I guess they really mean that. So I'm not fully sure if piggy has to change characters holding hands. Would be quite interesting, to be honest. So I hope this video kind of cleared up things that might have been very confusing. I hope it was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching it, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.